Welcome back. Advice for new real estate agents. So, we have all been there. You have your license. Now, what are you supposed to do and how do you actually earn a living? 20 years ago, I was in this exact same situation, and every real estate agent in this industry wishes they would have known the items I'm about to go over. Your broker matters, but not for the reasons you actually think. When you are first getting into the business, the most important decision you are going to make is really choosing the right broker. But let me be very, very clear. I do not mean that your broker is actually going to make you successful and give you leads and things like that. I am telling you that they are the ones that should teach you about the contracts and the legal side of things, and really just diving into the contract and keeping your clients out of trouble. That is really what your broker is for. You are not looking for the broker with the highest split. You're looking for the broker with the best training program. And again, specifically one that teaches you, one, how to write and explain the contracts. Most agents really do need to dive deeper into what these contracts actually state and fully understand them. I can't tell you how many times I've ran into agents on the other end that truly don't even understand the contracts that they're writing. This is one of the largest financial, maybe outside of a business transaction, that individuals make. We are guiding them through it. They expect us to know what we are doing on the contract side of things. So that is really important, and that is what your broker is for. So how to protect your clients legally and financially. How to avoid making costly mistakes. Because your job isn't just to show homes, it's to guide people through one of the largest financial transactions of their life. And here's the kicker. Nothing you learned in however long it took you to get your real estate license is actually going to help you today. It's all new. That test taught you basically how to not break the law. Now you've got to learn how to actually run a business, be profitable, take care of your clients, learn to leverage, learn to scale, and leadership. So I'm going to dive into that. So really, there are some skills that every real estate agent must master at some point. One is contracts. Know your contracts. The confidence you bring to a transaction comes from knowing that you are legally sharp and protecting your clients at every step. So again, really understanding those contracts, asking tons and tons of questions, sitting down with your broker and really dialing that in. Next is lead generation. If you are not generating leads daily, you are unemployed. You need a system to attract, capture, and convert leads consistently. This is not your broker's job. This is your job. 3 is systems and processes. Winning, basically, you need checklists, CRM systems, follow-up plans, listing presentations, and real processes. Next is, once we actually have customers, how do we service them so that they're going to come back to us no matter what? How do we create that raving fan? So wowing our customers and creating processes that actually does that. This is a people business. Your clients should walk away saying, that was the very best service that I have received in any industry. That's how you create raving fans who refer you over and over. Next, of course, which goes hand in hand with that, is client retention. Real estate isn't just about getting new business. It's about actually keeping the business that you have. Past clients are gold. People that you know already are gold. Stay in touch. Have a very detailed blueprint plan for doing that. Most agents don't. I can tell you I bet 95% of real estate agents do not have a really dialed in plan for keeping in touch with their database, basically. Bring value to them, celebrate life with them, really go in deeper connections with those people. Next is scaling. Eventually, you're going to get to the point where you are going to want to scale in every area, whether it's your freedom of time, your systems, obviously your income, your net income. That's when you start scaling with assistants, buyers, agents, transaction coordinating. Next is, of course, leveraging. Leverage your time through technology and other people's skill sets so that you can work smarter, not just harder. This is a business, and there is a right way to leverage a real estate business and a wrong way to leverage a real estate business. Keeping in mind a very profitable business, I mean, you're the CEO of your company. So what is the most profitable approach to scaling? Next is leadership. You are not just building a business, you are becoming a leader, whether you're leading your clients through the process, your team, your community. People are going to look up to you throughout this process and throughout your journey, which is really, really cool. So next is we are going to treat your business like an actual business. I think there's a big misconception in this real estate world that the agents that are actually really successful in real estate, they run their business like a real business. They have a start time, they have an end time, and I don't know, obviously the only reason why real estate agents fail, but that's one of them for sure. Too many agents do treat real estate like a side hustle. They wake up 9:30, 10 a.m. or don't get to the office till 9:30, 10, 11 a.m. And then they wonder why they're not getting results. Start with discipline. You decide your start time, you decide your end time. Let's say be in the office by 8 a.m. Monday through Friday, in business casual, even if you don't have appointments. Your calendar should be completely full. And if it's not, fill it. Start time blocking. Time block for learning, prospecting, marketing, networking, door knocking, calling your sphere, creating just your business. Really, it's also very, very, very important. Busy isn't the goal. Being productive is. So being very intentional on what you're doing, where you're going, and what type of business you're actually building. Again, I know I mentioned this, but you are the CEO of your company. Next is don't wait for your broker to make you successful. I've already mentioned this. Let me say something a lot of brokers do not want me to say. Your broker is not responsible for your success. You are. Your broker can give you tools, they can give you support, but they are not going to hold your hand every step of the way, and they're not going to give you a bunch of business. At some point, if you want to grow, you are going to have to invest in mentorship and coaching. And you get what you pay for. Yes, it costs money, but it's not a cost. It's an investment in your future. Real estate is one of the lowest bars to get into in terms of cost, and you can make more than doctors are making. I've worked with agents who were on the verge of quitting, and I've turned their business around. If you follow the right person, it could be the difference between barely surviving in real estate, not hitting your real estate goals, or building a real business with a solid foundation that lasts years or even decades. You have to invest in yourself at some point. And again, it's an investment. There's no better thing to invest in than yourself and how to earn money. I seriously can't think of anything better than investing in yourself to learn to make more money. So next is real estate is a relationship business. Want to know the secret to long-term success? Start creating value for people long before you actually ask for referrals. Your family, your friends, social media, your gym, your kids' school. Everyone you know should see you as the expert in this industry and the connector in your community. Get involved, volunteer, sponsor at local events, go to networking events. Eventually you will get very, very particular once you start getting busy. You're going to get really specific on the events you go to, and you're going to get really intentional. You do want to be strategic with your time and the opportunities that you have, but really it should be focused on building relationships and deepening those relationships. Remember, you have to earn the right to ask for business. That comes with serving, not selling. Next, once you actually make money, which is really exciting, learn how to actually keep it. Oh gosh, did I fail at this in the beginning? Real estate can bring in a lot of income quickly, but if you don't know what to do with it, it disappears just as fast. So when the checks start rolling in, learn to save. Obviously, you're going to save for your taxes on every single check. You're going to have a completely different account for your taxes. You're going to have a different account for your reserve, of course, for your business, hopefully your personal life as well. And then you're going to start investing. You're going to start building wealth. I've got videos on money, building wealth, and financial strategy. So check those out if that's where you're at right now. Next is, and very, very important, be so careful on who you follow. There is a lot of information out there. There's a lot of noise out there. And if you are trying to do 100 different things, you're just going to get caught getting busy. A lot of people on social media giving advice who haven't actually built a business themselves. Or maybe they had a good year. What about decades of good years? Don't chase every new idea, every trend, or every hack. Stick to timeless principles from real estate agents that have done it for a decade after decade. Build relationships, create value, be consistent, treat this like a business, never ever stop learning because, right? None of us, we don't know what we don't know. My final thoughts is this business will definitely challenge you, but it's amazing. It's changed my world. But if you do it right, it can be one of the most rewarding careers you could ever have. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. You just need to follow the right people, take it seriously, and show up every single day like the professional that you are. If this video brought you any value, please take 2 seconds, subscribe. You'll also hear about all of the other stuff that's coming up. I post videos of value. It'll give you a ton of great content. And of course, give me a like, would love a comment. And also, of course, if you are somebody that has the desire to cut time off, that really wants to get to that next level faster, book a call with me today. Let me see if you are a good fit for my program. Have a great day.